Normally, life is not being called. No, yo, was what I was doing in the morning. Trying to show some love here in the pages of the whole now stream of family to my ladies in the bar. It's not allowed.
You look at the Pistons, and a catastrophe unfolding in this series. They couldn't win either game at home.
Yeah, the Pistons, they did.
Those other guys, all the momentum and all the confidence they need. And it's also...
A man,
Drills it from deep.
a man, everybody has more.
I have no clue how he hit it.
Got it
And it's Indiana's
under
ball. And so far, no one has figured out a way to slow this group down. 6 wins in a row in the postseason, aiming to make it 3-0 here tonight.
They are definitely a talented group, and they are clearly in the driver's seat right now. But that could change here
Why
tonight.
we are home for you? Indiana's
gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. For 3. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Halliburton's got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke to Coach I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes it easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense.
Thanks for that, Allie. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Indiana on the. It's a 10-point game. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc. And then he's got 15.
This first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
From 12 feet. And it's Cunningham missing. Now
There's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand. In close.
He buries it for 3.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game on the road, and they should take
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. Tyrese Halliburton on top. Second is Cade Cunningham.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under. The question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Cunningham, and so far in this one, 2 for 4.
On the
be able to add that move in on the fly. Incredible control.
The Pacers making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. The Pacers have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Puts up a deep three. Oh, he's on it and just looking relentless. Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. Here's Cunningham. Paul George pulls it in.
You expect him to make those. Good luck. Just
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
yeah, but we know momentum.
No, you better watch.
Can't get complacent.
I don't know why
There's
you're
just one
fouling
foul
out,
now away from the penalty.
Here's Cunningham.
you're foul trouble
First
in
quarter
this
play,
game.
about 3 minutes in.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just
Yeah,
bad
boy,
offense, they're holding their opponents to a very low field goal percentage. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Cunningham. And he makes it on the layup.
Hey,
Cunningham's
bud.
got 6.
Yeah, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Cunningham with a 3. He's got 9.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
In a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan. Well, they're behind, but certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help.
man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Yeah, developing consistency with the jump shot has been Asar Thompson's #1 priority.
Three-pointer, Halliburton.
Good, give a 41
And
points in the
again,
game.
it's Indiana with a 3.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Cunningham with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. And that one
We
drops.
just stay here. Oh, you got a haircut? When did you get a
Yeah,
haircut? When did you get a haircut?
I think like Monday
Monday,
when Brandon did it.
So yeah, he just stayed here.
For him. Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Halliburton
Outside.
outside. Takes a 3.
Oh, that would be nice. Job on that, job on.
Right. 9
Oh,
seconds separate the shot clock.
no.
Fucking game clock. Shot's good by Thompson.
Good word down low. I
Again,
like
we're
how
gonna do
confident
that.
Thompson is from this area.
Pacers leading by 23.
So that's pretty good.
The deep 3. And again
Holy
the 3.
The
Lord!
three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. And here's Harris outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 46.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes
Hey,
down
the
the lane,
body,
extending their
yeah.
advantage. Not good.
Yeah, what it
And
is.
so it's the Indiana Pacers, already up 26 points as this quarter
Oh
ends.
my
And
God.
their three-point shooting, a big reason they have.
I ain't going to game for the Eagles. Goodbye, Detroit. Game 4. Game 4. Ridiculous, Marina. Yeah. Let me go. Listen. Game 4.
Eastern semifinals. The Detroit Pistons have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Pacers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continues, coming right up.
Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Alan LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cunningham is out there with Kevin Hurd. And it's Duran in at the 5. And for the
Getting big scores while I'm nice.
We've got DeRozan.
Here we go, let's get down to Detroit.
And it's Zubac in at the center. Out the middle. So the Pacers win the tip. Taking a look at Detroit. Being behind the scene, coming in the matchup with point. Down 3 games.
Okay,
They're
now in an elimination game. Their backs are against
Back by Albert.
and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
And so it's Cunningham with the Detroit Pistons. It's a 5-point game. They are still stinging from the loss.
You've got to it's a fast track out.
That's a great point, and you can also add more communication. The rotations were slow, and sometimes not even clear. How they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty with 3 tries.
The shots continue to fall.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
And how about the aggressiveness? Reading the defense and then just pushing it. When you find yourself up double digits, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so great to answer that. Teams are just battling.
This looks like with all the threes.
Herder's got 6.
A great idea to get your secondary scores involved early. This helps keep everybody.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
And how about the last 5 made shots and threes? The defense is just giving pressure. What the defense doing there is really a breakdown. You can build like him. Straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shells.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Halliburton
They build up this lead 3 points at a time.
Basketball.
String triples together, it adds up quickly.
Thanks for the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Pacers making a switch here. George is checking in. Now, here's Cunningham. A shot by Thompson. No one's allowed. Drains the 3-pointer.
If he develops a consistent 3-point shot this first few years, Thompson's going to be scared.
Halliburton, that's good.
Closing out on the threes.
And now Force has something for us from the sideline.
Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's the catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play. He usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
The jumper they make in the Detroit back.
And Thompson gets it to go. In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league.
Detroit, they're on the three. It's their baby.
Thompson passes to Durant.
Fighting.
Well, that's what I love about Durant. He understands his game and his limitation. He lets the ball down low. He is not going to take too many threes. Here's Herder. Basket good. Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done. From three-point range.
I like their focus and terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they locked in. Look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there.
Fires the three. And again, he's really striking off outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that shot. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Another three. The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy. And here's Herder outside. Paul George grabs the miss. Indiana shoot their first free throws of the night. Teams changing it up here. So it's Indiana ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinal. A chance to get you on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc so far. They are hitting
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Detroit. Here are the five Detroit has to start the second quarter. Robinson is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Reed. And it's Stewart into the fourth. Let's the three fly. Sasser can't hit. And here are the Pacers now. And you can't help but be impressed with the passion they've been cheering through these first 2 rounds. They've steamrolled their way to 7 straight wins to start the playoffs.
a 7-game win streak in the regular season is impressive. But to do it in the postseason against the best teams in the league, that's really incredible. If I had to make a prediction, Kevin, I'd say we might be in the right seats tonight to see another broom come out on the floor.
And they get it.
They can get it.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the basketball. And after not scoring in the here's Sasser. And again, it's the Pistons. Has been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for him.
All moving on this run is fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Has to read. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by the Pacers.
Here's Alvarado. Another three.
One-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him. but he is on a mission. Robinson, that's good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious to end monstrously. Guys, I don't think there was anyone who got stuck on that one. Alvarado's got 24. Certainly not a good night for him, and it is showing in the scoreboard. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Pacers. Then for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Stewart. Kevin Herter comes in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
For three, Siakam. And another three for him.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Cunningham for three.
Oh, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. He's got to start making some, right?
He rifled that one in from distance. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
And here's a guy who's worked on his range a little bit every year. Siakam
Cunningham's shot is
close
over.
to making his defense pay for the lax coverage that's
Another three from Siakam. Siakam's got his third bucket of the night.
his killer instinct just fanning the flank.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Three-pointer. Another three from Siakam. Siakam's got...
It's only me, goodbye. Enjoy the pages. I'm just warning you. Look on the short in the NBA final. And the Louis needed. And the next minute counts like in real life. They give up. He wanna be on the doctor. The pages. Oh, back in the comments matter. Oh, even people in the bird. Oh, this is fire. Comments matter. No be doctor. Let me get the former NBA team did the paper. Game more than any other
One
thing
of the Eastern
do
Conference
conference final.
The New York Knicks have shown an impressive array of abilities in round two, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against the Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals coming up next. The field in the Eastern Conference is down to 2, and tonight the battle to reach the NBA Finals begins. It's all here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. A look at Indiana's starting group. Pascal Siakam out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for New York, we've got Jeremy Sohan. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5. You take a look at the Knicks. Well, their previous series was no walk in the park. They really had to fight in order to make it to these conference finals. Oh, yes, they did. We'll see if that affects their energy level at all. But they do come into this series as the favorite. Set the tone here in Game 1. The pull-up, a really big-time weapon for Halliburton. Makes it really tough to guard Tyrese. Open shot for Brunson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He relishes his role in this offense. He's a natural leader, too. Halliburton misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there? You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have got a better one than that.
Yeah, canning it from the corner isn't as easy as Bridges made it look at times. Halliburton for three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3.
You
It's the Pacers from deep. New York is going 2 on 2 at the perimeter. Here's Brunson outside. Indiana with a rebound. They've won 8 straight games and have swept their way through the first 2 rounds of the postseason.
Yeah, they've been unstoppable, and the speculation has already begun on whether or not they can go undefeated on their way to a championship.
Here's Brunson. After Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot, Anunoby passes to Towns. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Left, size, that's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Halliburton for 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's lifted up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Here's Brunson outside. Buries it from 3. Brunson's got 5 now.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding them.
in the New York
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those rolls. Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4. All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown. The defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting it's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And timeout call by Ricardo. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. George, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Halliburton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Halliburton's got 23 points.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter. Attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's McBride. Lays it up, banks it in.
You can tell Sochan has a team mentality out there. He's not playing for himself.
Halliburton for 3. That's true. He's now 9 for 10.
They've got the deep reeling. They forced a 3-point attack right on the tip. When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
And Brunson with the bucket. Bridges has got his 3rd assist of the night. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Another 3 for Indiana.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them no shot.
Brunson misses. He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's the 3. Kept alive.
It's hard not to want payback when you give them a 3 at the other end. But it can force you to rush things. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
The ball's knocked loose. George with a steal.
Oh,
And an emphatic jam on the line.
Mind-blowing experience when you're looking forward to as a dunker. This guy makes having home so easy.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 12, and so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Barlow comes in for Sohan. And it's Shannon in for Brunson. Then for Indiana, Toppin, he's checked in for Zubac. And Alvarado in for DeRozan.
You rarely, actually never see Robinson take a jumper. Mitchell will forget that ball here. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all. And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that had gotten them into
Burton getting it done for the Indiana. And time for us to get back into it here in game one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far.
This game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jump. It's been falling with ease so far. They've got Landry Shaman. Miles McBride is out there with Mikal Bridges. And there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges misses.
He was wide open. That clearly on him.
Here's Alvarado. Sinks it with range from downtown. Alvarado's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. McBride with it. Guarded down by Alvarado. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
4-3. And Alvarado gets it to go. Alvarado's got 6 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders. Yeah, have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
New York making a switch here. And Anobi's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Monk's checked in.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
McBride passes to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Off the left rim and out. Pacers leading by 19. Alvarado outside. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot. And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
That makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pay them even more.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the chance.
Bridges uses that speed and the 6'6" length very well.
Gets the 3 to fall.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind us. Took a while to get going.
Anthony Towns is checked in for Barlow, and Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. He's got 15.
Boy, there's Brunson again with that quick release. Always ready to fire.
Here's Alvarado. Another 3 for Indiana. Backing up that last 3 with another 3.
The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
New York with the triple. Man, this is just fun.
These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
I should get out of this game.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot. Not one.
Yeah, the new one that came out. I am going to buy the 27.
You know, looking at
Once the King 27 comes out, I'm going to get it. Yeah. Yeah, I can, like, you know, do different live streams there. Video. You think I'm too good?
Yeah. He's their safety valve for sure.
Are you playing careers?
No, I'm doing my NBA.
Oh.
That's really the best, you know, taking a team in. Yeah, I know Paul George back on the
They should be
Patriots.
proud of what they've been able to accomplish.
What is this? Lakers?
You can't
No,
just
New
luck
York.
your way into 50
New
wins.
York
You gotta be a
versus
good team to
Oh,
reach
New York
that
and
far.
Patriots.
Anunoby. After the basket,
Hey, the New York been in the finals,
Anunoby
though.
using his his athleticism to
I cannot believe that New York is a championship.
Three, and again, it's
Oh,
Indiana with a
George.
three. And just totally
Oh, George back in Indiana.
the intensity level.
I can't find the shut up. I can't find the shut up.
Didn't know how to step off the gas.
Find the shut up.
5 threes this half. The DK
Oh,
contains
George,
this guy.
No way. That was a three,
Sometimes
right?
with George,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face.
Think we win, Georgia.
Brunson misses.
Let me
And
see.
you
Your
just can't afford
score
to
is
give up that kind of
74.
look very often.
Are you
Launches
winning?
a three. And
They
again,
get
it's
different
George
different
with a
points
three.
in.
Are you winning?
I just
Got
joined
11
the
points in
New
the
York.
quarter.
You can tell he's
Okay, never mind. I think
really
that
gifted when it comes to orchestrating the offense. Always plays at his own pace under control. He's a top-tier
Drills it from deep.
no, let me change my. Let me change the. I am a.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Lets a three fly. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. And there's Toppin on the assist by George.
Get up, Katie, dude. Game on. They get New York. Game away. For the Magic. Going back to the NBA final. And they try to do all the lies to do it. Here we go. Game 2, the Indiana Pacers.
Eastern
And
Conference
the New York
Final.
Knicks, they come up to the tallest spot on the play.
Fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hi again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, game 2, just about ready to tip off. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Indiana Pacers. I'm Kevin Hart, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce first tonight on the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got DeRozan, Halliburton is out. Here with Monk. Then Pascal Siakam. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And for the Knicks, Anunoby is out there with
In the NBA,
Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. You look at the Knicks. Well, they took a tough loss in game 1, but they're at home and ready to make progress towards winning the conference.
That's the plan. Back after getting stung in game 1. Make the adjustment for sure.
DeRozan kicks to Halliburton. Dribbles from outside.
Boy, you better expect a steady diet of three-point attempts. Tyrese Halliburton gets beyond the arc.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up to the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Bridges for 3. That one's in. It's for sure this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offense.
You know, all conference season coverage.
Halliburton with the bucket.
And Halliburton loves answering a challenge. 3 made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
Bridges misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough open
David
to
is
go
on
for this
these
guy. I think it was a
down.
bad choice on that possession.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Halliburton's got 9. Fires away from way outside. Bridges misses. Indiana's gone 3 or 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter.
On the board.
12 points for him.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Bridges.
McGill finally hit.
From beyond the arc and then some. And Indiana another three.
About 5 or 6 to start. Looks like
right off the glass.
Halliburton
with the basket on
the Bengals,
straight points off of 3-pointers and the D.
The Bengals is a hornet.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been 3? Defense is just giving them a rock.
This one for 3. 9 from the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of the space.
And right now, Greg is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Checked in for the Knicks. Paul George is checked in for Indiana. Bridges against George. And DeRozan sends it back. And it's Halliburton penetrating. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taking 10 shots. Some of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
He wanted
Getting out on shooters and really doing a great job disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on a fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
The defense is in disbelief here.
He's right away to the
Here's Brunson.
going to the final.
No good again
Yes,
there.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Halliburton for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the beyond the arc.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Hart. And Landry Shamet in for Jalen Brunson. And here's Towns. A shot missing. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Halliburton for 3. As DeRozan picking up the assist. Halliburton's got 35 in the game.
The defense does step slow.
New York calls timeout. Here on this postseason's dead-eye shooter, these guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Pascal Siakam, number 1. Second is Tyrese Halliburton.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
And so here's Indiana. The Knicks making the shot. Over in the corner, McBride.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, Towns. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now. Halliburton for 3. Wow. Halliburton's got 38 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's George. He has yet to score. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist. Jones.
Crushing it right now.
Game.
They did an excellent job.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon.
For instance,
he has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And that's it for the first quarter. What's been a very lopsided game. It's the Pacers running away with this one.
Oh my
Basket.
I think we better New York and do Jones, but he was close out off that kid. But the door, the legs is down on the they are birds of regulation money. Again, the yeah, good. They are
Game
taking
3
it.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Final.
The New York
They
Knicks
good.
gain 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue. Thanks for joining us for the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. A make-or-break game tonight with the series standing at 2-0. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the power forward position. And for the Pacers, we've got Pascal Siakam. Malik Monk is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Evans and Zubac. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. You look at the Pacers, and they have themselves in great position after winning the first 2 on the
Over in the Bay, New York. Wait a minute, here's the water. Go back to the bottom.
You take a look at the Pacers. Sitting on a 2-0 series lead break, can they translate that success?
New York.
On the road.
They know this one.
Got Hart. Bridges out there. And it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns. And what a postseason they're having. 10 straight games without a loss. In the upper echelon.
Yeah, it's good, but not that often. And what's scary is it's giving them some rest between series. That's a huge advantage the deeper you get into the playoffs. Yeah, you might have a pretty good one into your game, but there's no substitute.
Pass to Anunoby.
Ooh, the vertical of OG Anunoby.
Halliburton for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing. Watch
He's down that one up from long. Halliburton's got 15.
He's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Runs it with a clean look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Basket for him. Amazing here in the first.
And Bridges jams it in.
Mikal saying, don't sleep on my athleticism. Some big-time hops.
That's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Halliburton has got 21 in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Count it.
With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
Pacers leading by 13. Halliburton for three. And the Pacers line number 3.
Out of their last 5 games, they have all 5 from long range.
From deep, Brunson. That one is a drop.
Boy, still trying to get the ball out there right now.
Halliburton hits again from deep. 7 points for him.
And so many teams use the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg.
He wants to
Sub changes for Indiana. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Georgia subbed in for Malik Monk. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a money pass.
Here's Hamilton. And he takes the ball off the glass.
Early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Brady, the triple.
A 3 ball.
You don't know the game.
From 3. Buries his 10th
You
triple
know
of the
the ball,
game.
man.
Unbelievable.
Hart the pass to McBride. Some nice passing by New York here. Downs in the corner from downtown. And another 3 from New York.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Carl-Anthony Towns. You know this guy.
The big trial.
You got someone putting on a show like this. I mean, in the first 2 quarters, you've got to be kidding. Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point.
Halliburton, that's good.
Third 3-pointer in a row.
We got the ball.
We get the ball down. 5-second violation. Arlo's checked in, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Hart. Halliburton's got 41.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds.
just sloppy with the ball.
DeRozan finds Halliburton. Indiana. Another 3.
Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer. It sets every other aspect of the
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bridges. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Bridges got 6 points. Bridges has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Halliburton for 3. Connect.
47 to the first one better.
From long range.
40 leaving forward to the front court.
How do you stop it?
Moving on from 50.
Single game
With the
playoff record
leg
for
forward.
3-pointers made. Siakam is checked in for Indiana.
Oh,
For 3.
Wow,
He's done it. The most 3-point makes in NBA play. And after catching their breath, this crowd is showering him with a well-deserved applause.
LGA has put on a shooting clinic for sure. One of the best we've seen in playoff history.
I'm not sure I've seen a player this
Well,
talented.
we all have more
Every time he
years
hits the
away.
line, you know it's going to go home.
Too big, vital.
The chemistry between those teammates.
8 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Too
Lays it up and beats it in.
big.
Strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. A 3-point shooting has come fast.
the best. What? Do anybody have it? One more giveaway for winning the conference final. And we are back in the finals. Let's do it with our new home floor. If I can find it. Oh yeah, it's right here. Ew. Game 4.
The Eastern
The
Conference Finals
New
Game 4.
York
The New York Knicks have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. The battle for the East has been a runaway 3-0 series, but that could all change tonight in Game 4. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Ali LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now, New York starting 5. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Malik Monk is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Stevenson Zubac. And it's Siakam in at the 4. You look at Indiana, they dominated the series and are now in position to clinch the conference championship in front of their home fans.
It's been a topsy-turvy series. I don't know if anyone thought they'd sweep. If they close this out tonight, they'll go into the finals with a lot of rest.
Bridges, always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Zubac finding Siakam. Three-pointer, Halliburton knocks it down.
Oh, baby.
From distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it. A little back and forth.
This is a really fun
Nice job measuring the defense right there. Bridges sensing some
pressure.
And again,
It's the
Oh,
Pacers
yeah, right. I'm making this.
New York has gone 2-2 at the perimeter. Bridges outside. Three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time
I
watching
don't know
Jalen.
why they go
Not easy for a
for
player his size to dominate like he does. His drive and his ability to outplay his teammates. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that. 6 to Trey.
the defense is going to foul for the three-point shot.
New York no good that time either.
Tried to go right back at him for three. Not that time.
It's good. To Siakam. Halliburton's got 15 points.
This first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they should be can't miss right now.
So Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
How about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Kid?
A dozen consecutive points off threes. This defense looks proud. Hey guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get into it to be in their jersey.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 18.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Brunson gets it to go.
You know, You got to give it to Brunson. He does not discriminate. He gives the business to whoever is guarding.
Halliburton for three. That is now 7 field goals in 10 attempts.
Five consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now. Both teams get a message to other shooters after one or two wide open.
It seems like they have figured it out. And timeout called by Ricky Bobby. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Indiana. Paul George comes in for DeRozan, and it's Jose Alvarado in for Monk. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Pride comes in for Mikal Bridges.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Defense is right there. Towns for three. Hits the trifecta.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns and right now with the 3-ball.
So far about the offensive approach for the Pacers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot. Pulling the ball to defense and racking up the points. You also got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. The ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And it's Brunson missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Ooh, got that one up quick.
They showed so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out.
Shaman, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Jalen Brunson. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, Unbelievable.
You want to break the play.
They couldn't get it inbounds in time. And here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton on top. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Halliburton's got 35.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
5-second call.
And in the last 2 possessions, they painted a picture of what not to do. Just way to use the basket.
Target from range.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
They need to really start taking care of the basket. I mean, just this is the opening tip. Have to make the simple play. I mean, already they've got 4 turnovers and it's still early. Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line. And those they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. There's been a couple of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
The Pacers from deep, getting buckets at a critical time.
Just give them the ball and let them go to work.
They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Yeah, he's just been extremely careless. Too early to He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself
What is
tied for second place all time in three-point hits for a playoff game.
And the mistakes are piling up for them early. And it's not hard to see why they're down. It seems every trip.
Good. Another
Can't diss it from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop them?
And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets three. He continues to push the envelope. Just an absolute
absolute flamethrower. It's a new first-place mark. He only needs the slimmest of windows to get that thing off, and you always expect it to fall through. He's checked in for Pascal Siakam, and DeRozan is subbed in for Alvarado. Halliburton outside. Huge. What a performance. He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. Man, this guy is clutch. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. And so it's Indiana just dominating the opposition as they maintain. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals, presented by 2K Sports. Quite a position here for the Pacers to be in.
And there are many feelings like this in sports. Knowing you've earned a trip to the NBA Finals, a special moment for the Pacers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Boy, what an impressive showing from them here in these conference finals. Right from the jump, they look like the more dominant and confident team, and they just steamrolled their way to a sweep in this one.
And there was never any doubt who the best team in this series was. They didn't just beat their opponent, they decimated them. Many allowing them to win one game in this series. They have to feel good about themselves heading into the NBA Finals.
And what a huge performance it was for Tyrese Halliburton.
Anytime they needed a bucket, in his hands as they could make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Top it out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Chris Paul. Then there's Derrick Jones. And it's George at the 3. That's the 5 for the Pacers. And it's Brunson missing. Launches up from deep. Another 3 for Indiana.
And you know the law is admirable. I mean, he's a launcher from deep. He's developed
and George gets it to go.
This is what winning is all about. Doing your best when it matters most. And you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Outside the arc. That one's good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out. And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, a terrific team victory. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see. Boy, he has put in some amazing work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And so the Indiana Pacers win the series and will be moving on.
Lots of credit to the work and effort they poured into winning this conference. You don't take that lightly because it's a significant.
We're going next on Anthony. Give up. The man. Here we go. No, I didn't want all of that. I wanted all of this. Got him. Overly telephonic. There we go. Game one of the NBA Finals, defending the game. Game on,
Minnesota
Timberwolves
delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 games away, the first chapter begins against the Indiana Pacers. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. So with George on the bench, here's Rick Carlisle's going. Siakam is out there at the road. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Malik Monk. It'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at 7. Taking a look at Indiana. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy.
Anything else, this is what it's all about.
DiVincenzo against Halliburton. DiVincenzo's got the Timberwolves. Halliburton.
For Halliburton, that is deep range.
Here's Edwards. That's where Gobert gets a lot of his the three-point line.
Hey, now y'all made it.
After rolling around the
I wanted to
And I
do
like
ball,
to see
man.
this. They're calling his number early, and he's
No!
Contributions are
Yeah, I'm never taking game on.
already got him in a rhythm.
And Zubac
I
picks up
got
the
you
foul.
with this.
That is his first foul of the game.
and you can see he just didn't get somewhere up with his feet.
Game one of the NBA.
DiVincenzo against Halliburton.
One of the
And the
defense.
Timberwolves count on 2 more.
I'm going
Here in the first quarter.
He's on the field.
Outside for Halliburton.
Yeah,
DeRozan picking up the assists. Halliburton's got 8.
In a zone right now.
Oh, he is the guy. Stop on the game out.
Possession.
Oh, yeah.
On defense, the Pacers another 3.
11 days.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
We fall all the way.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Poor execution on their part.
Nice shot by Halliburton.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connecticut game. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Tries to beat the line. It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Players who have stood out. Second is Tyrese Halliburton. Siakam third.
Extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And Indiana making a change here. George is checked in.
Yeah, great outside shooting. This run.
What up, TV Gamer?
The shot's good from
Thanks for
DiVincenzo.
subscribing to my YouTube channel.
Hard dribble, then stops and pops.
Hey,
He wants that one from way
yeah,
outside.
you be a boy.
Halliburton's got 20 points.
Out of
Hey,
their last
they
five
gonna
makes,
go
how about all
ball.
5 from long range?
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And you still my channel too. Come on, boy,
Drills the three-pointer.
2K
Straight points
straight.
off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's on the ground. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
And make you still my channel even more. If you want me to more 2K content, go ahead and share my channel.
He is 9 for
You
13 so
love
far.
doing it, you
Defensively,
love
they
me
just
to
look out of
subscribe on
sync,
my
not
channel.
closing out on the threes in time. Well, he wanted to return
Hey,
favor for that last
Lord.
3, but it just
I'm
wasn't in the
another
cards.
game, no!
Indiana,
You don't want to
another
be the
three.
fire
His offense is
2K.
carrying them right now. And even with the defense being on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
All right,
Good by
video.
Shannon.
2K video.
This is where it can get up.
As a fan of the game, love these back and forth.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Boy, hey.
The struggles continue, guys, and really it's about those turnovers. They've been the culprit.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Edwards. And a change for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Zubas.
Closing down
The
on
championship.
Unable to get the...
And maybe don't down the comment.
Violation.
Damn, if you guys
Timberwolves
follow.
taking a switch. Randall's checked
Let me
in.
in,
Randall's checked in.
Let me down the comments up below. Who you guys?
He's been in total
Stop
control offensively,
waiting.
and the
Game
defense has
seven
had no
tonight.
answers. They're going to
He's doing the also did the thunder and the
bounds that time.
better than the Timberwolves. Maybe the
those
Timberwolves.
last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Launches a three. Good.
Very good. You
Three.
one of your teams will be the preview.
Fire.
Minnesota
I'm
calls
going
timeout.
to David on the video. For my element, what it was, all things. Well, the Timberwolves never
Just too
used
many
it.
miscues here in the
On
early
the
going.
Hannibal.
Here's Halliburton, and he's got 41.
But never
Indiana,
yeah,
another
that's
three.
right,
Well, when you
no.
have a guy
For
scoring
the
like
one
he
for my
is, you redraw every play
dog.
to be about getting him the ball.
We get
Unable to get the ball in bounds,
0.0.
they get called for the 5-second violation. George finds Alvarado. Halliburton connect. Again from distance.
He's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now Jay tied for the third most three-point field goals in single game playoff history. That'll be a 5-second call.
And the turnover total is staggering. And this staff cannot be happy.
And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the bench.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Hello.
Mike Conley brings to his
Here's
team.
the vendor.
A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you're in position,
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
yeah, but you can't they got a chance to put this game away early, and they should.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers.
They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered.
We go. If there is no more for to get our family up in the play. What's new game on in Minnesota? Game one, take what your face do. In the Minnesota. We're gonna get it on the wall. There we go. Yeah, the Indian Baker. And they're gonna go to the finals.
Fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Pacers. The NBA postseason coming up next.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight, to give us a picture of where this series jumped tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Indiana Pacers. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at Indiana's starting group. Even Zubac's out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Tyrese Haliburton. And it's Monk in at the 2 spot. And for Minnesota, McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards in the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, batting the middle. You look at the Pacers, surprise performance in Game 1. Stealing a victory on the road. But now things get real. Yeah, they're going
to... Here's the middle one by home.
The storm here with this home crowd.
Oh,
Stay positive, even when you're on the wrong side of a run or a series of runs. And just trust what got him here.
Wait a minute. Where is the development? In the final. Here we go, here. Oh no.
Here is DiVincenzo.
Johnny won it.
Out of bounds.
Oh, game.
And here are the Pacers now. You got to go back to the 2017 Warriors. And the last team that won 13 straight playoff games in a single season. These guys can tackle one another and make it 14 with a winning performance tonight.
This has been mind-blowing to witness. We don't get streaks like this very often. As a fan of the league, you just have to sit back and enjoy the greatness you're witnessing.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Haliburton.
I hope that
Well, they look at the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
And that's his second turnover already this
No,
quarter. Tighten it up.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
There goes. Turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
About a minute into this first quarter.
It's the Pacers from deep. And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
That'll be a 5-second goal.
Wow, that's 5. Count them. 5 turnovers. And we're only in the first quarter.
And here's Indiana now. Indiana with a 3.
Excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Unable. To get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
I mean, he's lost the ball 3 times already. Where's his focus?
An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Halliburton's got 18 points in the game. That'll be a 5.
Second call.
And the mistakes are piling up for them early.
Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And
Well, maybe what I did is though.
once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Long range from the inbound.
No, they've been
It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
And he
come down with the ball by you.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
No! Better not I hate you. Yeah, you better
You're
not
looking for
hate
ways
you.
to help your team. That's
If
the
you
last thing
really
you
you're
want.
fired, I will
Funny
hit
thing is,
you.
if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea.
Pure from 3-point range. Halliburton's got 27.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Tyrese Halliburton on top. Pascal Siakam fourth.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason. Stepping up and embracing the spotlight. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They got called for a 5-second violation.
Boy, sloppy play. A supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, when you're trailing, you can't afford mistakes. And he's made a few of them tonight.
From downtown. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible.